What's the biggest scam? I don't know if that's the biggest scam I've ever did or pulled, but what's the biggest scam that you've ever done?
I don't know if it was okay. I did a heist in high school. It was like a full-blown heist.
Damn internet, you scary.
Let's get it. How you feeling, Tahir?
Oh fuck, man. I'm here. I
feel you.
I think it's just here, bro. God damn, life be lifing.
Oof. I feel you, man. Weird. It's weird energy right now. Just like in general. I don't know what it is.
You know, the hardest part for me is, I think the hardest part is being the strong friend for everyone else, and not exactly knowing what you need from people. Like to ask for help, or I got a friend group, some comics, and we text each other and you check in on each other, and somebody did like a check-in yesterday, and I was just like, man, I'm going through a lot mentally and emotionally, so just send positive energy if you can. Everybody responded back like, yo, keep your head up, if anything I do, let me know, that type of thing. But I'll be like, I don't even know what I need sometimes. It just be like, I know I'm not 100%. I'm not where I normally am.
Same.
And social media only sees what we give them as far as like, the posts and shit like that. So like the shit, the nigga, you'll post some shit like you having the time of your life, but in reality, nigga, you just in a padded room.
In a fog. It's a big fog, man. I'm trying my hardest not to just be like, man, Mercury's in retrograde or something.
Bro.
I just don't know how to explain it. I just don't want to become that person. Like, man, the moon must be in the 3rd house or whatever the shit is.
Bro, when I tell you, I went to sleep yesterday after we left the studio.
Mm-hmm.
I got home probably like 5:30, and I was asleep before 6.
Mm-hmm.
All night.
Oh, really?
I didn't get up. I didn't make any plans to get up. I put my phone on Do Not Disturb. I was out. I got up this morning at like 6:20, and I got dressed and just went hiking.
12 hours. 12 hours sleep.
Yeah, I woke up probably around 10:45, and I was up for like an hour scrolling, and I was watching like some mystery things. So I was like, those put me back to sleep, and she did the work in like 30-35 minutes. I was back to sleep. I ain't even try to get up. I ain't check no messages, text messages, emails, anything, calls, missed a ton of calls. I just went the fuck back to sleep. I was like, I can't people today. I've reached my limit of peopling and adulting. I'm just gonna lay down. Life.
Yeah, man. It's a good reset.
It's crazy, man.
12-hour nap is a good reset. That's really when you really just like, man, I don't know what to do. Just going to sleep is pretty good. Going to sleep and taking a shower is the go-tos.
Because you know what? I like, if I'm up, I will try to go to shows or meet people. I had a couple friends' birthday this week, try to go out and stuff like that. And I was just like, I don't feel like doing that. And I don't want to have FOMO just up. Like, man, I should have went out. I'm like, I'm just lay down, bro. 12 hours. I can't tell you the last time I got 12 hours of sleep.
Yeah, right.
I didn't even sleep that much when I had COVID. I had COVID 3 times and I didn't sleep that much.
Really?
But man,
you didn't have a good old COVID nap?
I did not get the COVID coma.
Damn.
I was sleeping 2-3 hours at a time, then like the regular 6 to 8 at night. But yeah, no, I did not. I was just locked in a room watching videos, listening to music.
Nah, for real, bro. I feel
bring COVID back, man.
I've been getting that sleep where it's like you knock out already at a iffy time, like 12 to 1, and then wake up at like 4 or 5, and you tired, but you just can't go back to sleep.
Yeah,
and you think that you're just like, all right, I'll just do it today, and then by tonight, I'm gonna be exhausted, and then it happens again. It's terrible.
I thought I was gonna be super sleepy because sometimes you get too much sleep, you wake up and you're tired and exhausted. I thought that was going to happen this morning, but I was actually bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, so I got up and went to. This is how depressed I am. I love hiking. I love it now. Like this is part of what I do. I had today was the first day I went hiking on almost 2 weeks, and it was just like I wanted to go, I just couldn't. I mean, Netflix is a joke. Was just so taxing. So that week I might have went twice, but it was just like late nights and stuff. And then the week after, which was last week, bro, I just needed to decompress, reset, detox. I mean, we had a it was an after party every night that Netflix threw, where you can go and get like free food and free drinks and shit like that for the people who were invited. And so I was closing out the night there to get a little something to eat, you know, a little gin and tonic, 98 calories, still watching the weight. So I didn't really do much then. And then last week I was like, I need to just sit the fuck down, bro. So, and didn't, and still didn't.
You've said that a lot. You like, man, I'm gonna slow down with the party, and I'm gonna slow down with the shenanigans. And the next time I see you, you're like, shenanigans. I got a question.
Yeah.
How are you with roller coasters?
Love them.
We gotta go.
To where?
An amusement park, like Six Flags or
I'm down.
Something.
I'm so down. I love roller coasters.
Man, I went with my my friend, like a friend from school. He just had his birthday and he took his girl in like a big group up there. And I was kind of like, I was in a weird area. I was like, I don't know if I want to go. It was so nice. Like, just, oh my God. Like I feel like I know it's gonna, let's go. Let's go. Cause it was just like, it's weird. Like I haven't been on a roller coaster for a long time. And I was just like, how's my adult body going to feel with this? But man,
I'm with it. I would love to go to Six Flags, especially through the week when it ain't a whole lot of people there.
Exactly.
And I don't know if we would need the flash pass if we go through the week. But I would love to go, man. Let's go to the one up in Castilla before they close. I think they close this year.
What's Castilla?
Castilla. It's Santa Clarita.
There's another Six Flags there?
No. It's right on the edge of Santa Clarita and Castilla, like they right where they merge at. Like Castilla is just the next town after Santa Clarita.
What is the amusement park?
Six Flags.
Oh, there's another one.
Well, which one do you go to?
The one in Valencia? Magic Mountain. Where's Magic Mountain?
Yeah, that's Santa Clarita.
Okay.
Yeah, all of that. Yeah, it's the same
one.
Yeah,
it was an easy drive too, 45 minutes.
Yeah. I'm with it. Yeah, man. Yeah,
all right.
I'm with it.
Hippie, let's talk afterwards. Let's start scheduling.
Yeah, man. I fuck around and stay up there. I ain't even gonna hold you. I told you I used to listen. I used to go to that Holiday Inn Express right before I went to work, before I clocked in at the jail. So I would get off one exit before the jail. Oh, no, actually, they were the same exit. Go to the Holiday Inn Express. I would take my shirt off in the car, walk in the Holiday Inn Express with my tank top on my phone, like I just stepped outside to take the call or smoke a cigarette, go into the breakfast area, eat breakfast, walk outside, USA Today newspaper under my arm, get back in my car, put my shirt on, make a left, and go on to the jail.
How long was that happening?
2.5 years.
Damn. That's a wild time. That's a wild time. You said newspaper under the arm.
I was a sub, so I didn't work every day though. I mean, sometimes I did get long-term assignments, and I didn't have to do it every day. But let's say if I worked 5 days out of the week, I did it 3. Showing up dead.
That's crazy.
What's the biggest scam? I don't know if that's the biggest scam I've ever did or pulled, but what's the biggest scam that you've ever done?
I don't know if it was okay. I did a heist in high school. It was like a full-blown heist. So my friend, who will not be named, he had a job that he hated in retail. and it was really nice and expensive clothes. And he knew that he was gonna quit, so he was like, "Man, we should rob these niggas." So we did a whole Ocean's 11 thing. We had a car full of people in the basement. We had the security guard schedule. We waited until like the guards were like about to switch. One of us went up, shopped a whole bunch. They were like, "Hey, keep your eye on him. He's getting a lot of stuff." He was like, "Yeah, for sure." Got a whole bunch of stuff, took it up to him. He beeped the cheapest thing. We were leaving out with like 3 bags each off a $50 t-shirt. Went there, the guards switched, sent the next person up. Boom, 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 boom. And then we were gradually getting what he wanted too. So it was like a 3-person, maybe. No, I don't think we got sent more than. No. It was 4 people. 4 people went up there. Bah, 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 guard switch. Bah, 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 bah. And this is how I realized karma works. I fit nothing. I was so scared. I didn't try anything on. I didn't really like understand.
Wearing clothes on that you're about to steal is wild work anyway.
Right. I was like,
you're a professional. If you got that much time and confidence and arrogance to try it on before you steal it, oh, you a different type of nigga.
It was like 8 or 9 pairs of like $100 something pants, $300 pants, Jeez. And they all looked ridiculous on me. I wasn't really into like tailoring. It was just it looked so bad. I was like, this is what I get. But it was successful.
hey, listen, karma be like that because I used to work at a fast food restaurant, and I'm sure that the statute of limitations has expired, but just to be safe, and y'all probably heard me talk about it before. Man, me and one of my managers got really cool, and so we came up with this thing. We gonna hit this lick, and so when we worked through because it was easier to do it through the week. The weekend is too popular. Through the week, the flow of traffic is not as constant. It's kind of stagnant between like 2 and 4. So we was like, we're gonna do it through the week. So anytime I work Monday through Thursday overnight, and this person was my manager, we would send everybody home by 11:30. From 12 to 4:30, nothing got rang up in the system other than maybe like 2 orders per hour. Bro, we knew how to offset the waste, like so that the inventory would still come up correct based on the orders taken and what was thrown away. Mm-hmm. I had all the prices of the value meals, even if they wanted to exchange or swap out a drink for a shake, because a drink was $108, a shake was $147. I knew how to calculate that. I knew the tax rate. So I started with a bank of like $80. I would have 120, some 10s, some 5s, some 1s, and I would have like $4 and change. And I had all that shit on top of the register. And I'm talking about we was leaving every night between $500 and $800 that we would split. So I'm living large. This is right after high school, wasn't going to college. I had moved into my first place. Me and my brother were supposed to get a place together. He got in a bad car accident, so he couldn't move. So I moved it to the spot, did it like last minute. And so when we started hitting this lick, I bought, back in the day, the big screen TVs, the flat screens, they were like the rolling models, but it stood on the ground, but it was hella big.
Oh, yeah.
I had like a 65-inch big back TV. I had bought multiple car radios because I was going to swap out the radio. I had speaker boxes in my house. This is when Diesel first came out. Diesel shoes had came out. And there was a store. It was a mall called West County Mall. I had went to Diesel racked up. I had like 12 pair of Diesels, and I had this like old fish bowl with like just cash in it. Because at the time I had a bank, but I was making so much money, I wasn't taking it to the bank because I didn't want to like draw suspicion to myself. Bro, it was probably about $2,200 in the fish tank, and then all the stuff I mentioned. The apartment that I stayed in, it was like a motel, so all the units are on the same floor. There's only one floor. They all connected, and the AC unit was built into the wall, right? Like at a hotel or a motel. Man, one day I was at work, a motherfucker broke into my house, They kicked the unit in, slid through there, put that bitch back in place.
I remember that.
Rolled the TV out, took all the money in the fishbowl, took the car radios. They took everything I had bought with that stolen money was stolen from me.
Couldn't even really be bad.
I'm like, I didn't even feel right making a police report. I did make one, and they was like trying to lift fingerprints off of the AC unit. Them niggas ain't getting nothing, bro. When I tell you I moved my shit that night, I called any and everybody I knew that had a truck. I moved my shit that night. I moved back into my ex-girlfriend's basement. Her mom was deployed. She was okay with me moving in, and I stayed in her basement for like 4 months before I think I moved in with my cousin, or my aunt and my uncle.
Oh, you left that place immediately?
That night, nigga. That night.
Wait,
left that night.
Do you think that it was like some inside thing? Like, do you think?
Absolutely. The niggas that was hitting people, because I was like the 8th apartment in a 3-week sting of break-ins. I was like the 8th apartment. And I know them niggas saw me wheeling that big ass TV in. They was like, oh, we finna get buddy. I know them niggas was licking their chops when I rolled that bitch in. And when I was going shopping, I'm coming back with big bags, Nordstrom on the bag. I'm wilding, nigga. Bruh. But what you don't think that shit finna happen? And I moved to the county, which would be like the equivalent of moving to like Burbank or NoHo or Glendale. So I'm like, nigga, they ain't doing this type of shit in the county, nigga. Yeah. They was on all that shit. They was on all of that timing. They got my ass real good.
You think they saw you on the move, on bringing everything into the apartment, or when you originally bought it and put it in your car? Like, how long do you think you were watched?
I think anytime I pulled up, they saw me, because if you from the hood, like I had TVs and speakers in my car.
Oh,
if you from the hood, originally, you know, anytime you pulling into your residence, you always turn that shit down a couple blocks before you get it. You don't want motherfuckers to know you got that shit. So anytime I was going to the crib, like 3 minutes before I get to the crib, I'm turning the radio down. I had one TV on my dash. I'm taking the dash TV off, putting that back underneath the seat or in the glove compartment.
It came off? Oh shit.
Yeah, so because this one, it went underneath like the AC unit and all that, and it was one cord that was sticking out, and I would put the TV on the mount, screw it in, and then connect the wire, and that's how I had the TV on my dash. The other 2 TVs were in my headrest. Mind you, Mazda Protege. I got a Mazda Protege with 3 TVs in it.
Damn.
2 12s and a DVD player.
What's a 12?
Oh, 12-inch subwoofers.
Oh, okay. I don't know these things, man. I never had a cool car. I never dealt with none of that. Rims, subwoofers, like TVs. I never dealt with. I always had, just give me the fresh off.
Bro, I was such a nigga, bro. I got robbed in high school too. They got me my 12th grade year. That's when I had 4 TVs, a VCR, DVD player. I had 2 10s at the time. I had a detachable face. Oh, they stole everything
from your car. All from your car. That's a lot in your car for that.
Before 12 p.m. they got me.
What? How long have you had it?
I had that shit for maybe like 8 months. It wasn't a full year, but I didn't have no car loan.
St. Louis is a crazy place. That's why y'all like back-to-back champions. Shit.
It was.
How'd they get in? Did they break the window?
They broke the back window, the small little triangle window. Yeah, they got that motherfucker for sure.
Did you try to hide anything? Like how?
I mean, like, it was no hiding it. I should have took my face off. I didn't, but I had this detachable face where you could press it in and it would fold down, and then you could flip it around and push it back up, and it was blank. So imagine like my phone. This is like the buttons, like the knob and all that type of stuff, and you press it down and it folds down like that, and then you can flip it back up, and it's blank on this side, so it looks like nothing's there. Like nothing. And I thought that was enough of a deterrent for niggas to know. But I mean, you know, I'm in high school, so I'm gonna pull up to the school bunk. I need these niggas to know I'm out here getting it. You know what I mean? I'm 18, class president, got a kid. Niggas know me for knowing like what clubs we can get in or throwing parties. I'm getting my classmates into 21 and older parties because I'm throwing the party. Like, so niggas know I'm
God damn.
buying bitches lunch. You know, like, you want some pizza, some nacho? Pulling wads of money out. Like, yo, I was asking for it, bro. I ain't even gonna hold it.
Damn. You were that nigga.
I got a kid, you know what I'm saying? Niggas know I done moved. I moved out at 14. Niggas know I done moved out at 14. They know I'm doing it. They just think I'm selling dope. I know when they broke it, they thought they was gonna find some dope, but I never saw. I sold weed for, bro, maybe a month, and it was the most stressful month of my life. I would never, ever, ever risk it. I'm thinking that I'm Pablo Escobar. I'm looking over my shoulder when I'm getting out of my Mazda protege, nigga. Like, I done cut a square in the dictionary to have my little dime bags, and I was the worst drug dealer.
You did not have.
I did.
This episode is sponsored by BlueChew Gold. Fellas, let's be honest. Sometimes it's not just about performance. It's confidence, mood, connection, and not letting anxiety get in the way when the moment actually matters. That is why BlueChew Gold exists. BlueChew Gold is an arousal-boosting formula that combines passion and performance into one tablet that dissolves under your tongue. The process is simple and online. You can get started at BlueChew.com, connect through their service, and discover your options without making it awkward. What makes BlueChew Gold different is that it focuses on more than just blood flow. It combines ingredients for physical performance with ingredients for mental arousal and connection. So the conversation is not just about being physically ready, it's also about being in the mood. And let's be real, nobody wants performance anxiety showing up like an uninvited guest. This is one of those things men do not always talk about, but a lot of men deal with it. So discover your options at BlueChew.com. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Right now, when you buy 2 months of BlueChew Gold, you get the third for free with the promo code DIYS. That's promo code DIYS. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank BlueChew for sponsoring this podcast. You did not have the fake book.
It was a real dictionary, bro.
How did you cut through that?
I'm gonna tell you how, and this was so dumb.
That's insanely hard.
I used a steak knife, and I would only have it took like an hour because I was only doing like 6 to 8 pages at a time. I pulled a little bit, and then I cut. First of all, the shit wasn't all the way like hollow. It wasn't symmetric because I'm pulling it and I'm cutting while I'm holding it up, right? Then I fold those over and I pull another 6 to 8, and I cut out the rectangle.
Oh, but they go up and down. It's not straight.
Right. So like when I put all the pages back on top of each other, my motherfucking rectangle was
That's terrible. What kind of Scooby-Doo shit is that? You might as well have just got the fake book.
And then I didn't even smoke weed. Mind you, I don't even smoke weed. So I ain't tried the shit to validate that it's good or anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm selling it to my homie because he felt bad for me that nobody would buy from me because everybody thought I was a narc. I'm not known for selling weed. Nobody thinks and knows. Everybody knows I don't smoke weed. And I waited until second semester of my junior year to try to start selling weed.
Yeah.
Niggas was like, nah.
Yeah. I never thought about that. You can't just really jump into that stuff. It's
No. And then my homie that felt bad for me and bought most of the shit, I asked him like a day after he bought it, I'm like, yo, so how was that shit? He was like,
it wasn't even good weed.
I was buying the weed from my manager at the same fast food spot. It was another manager though. My managers were all corrupt. One of them had me stealing from the company. The other one I was buying weed from. Oh,
this wasn't White Castle. This was White Castle. Okay, yeah, I've been inside White Castle. I'm like, there's drugs here. There's for sure some drugs here. That's crazy. So, what did they take? They gutted the inside. Did they take the car itself?
Nah, they just took all the electronics. They took my speakers, they took the DVD player, they put the VCR, they took all the TVs out of the headrest and off the dashboard. And they took my CD booklet.
Ugh, even the music. So you pulled up bumping and pulled off quiet.
Quiet than a bitch. I had to ride over to the stereo place. Quiet. I went to the glass place first. I had every moment to think about where I went wrong, and I did. I was like, why would you have $3,000 worth of equipment with no fucking car alarm? No car alarm.
Shit.
So, but this is how hard I flexed on niggas, and I was getting money. Bro, the next day I was back to school early. And mind you, I parked on the teacher's lot because I was class president. I didn't have permission to. I was just that fucking.
That's where they broke into it?
Yeah.
Damn.
The niggas ain't give a fuck. But the next day, I got the window fixed. I got the tint back on the window. I got two new 12s. I got a DVD player, and I got 3 screens back in that bitch. And a new kid unit. You niggas can't hold me down, bro. I'm getting too much money, baby.
Did you get a car alarm?
I had a car alarm.
Okay.
I had the one that came with the 5, and you got your car in there. You see what doors open at all of that shit. I got that shit.
So you didn't get robbed again?
Nah, I didn't get robbed again after that.
Okay, that actually is a flex. Because the niggas who robbed you was like, damn, 24 hours.
Here's the thing. I'm glad at that time I didn't feel threatened. Like I would only have my gun like when I went to the club, right? But at that time, I wasn't taking it to school. I'm glad I wasn't taking that shit to school because if a nigga would have stolen a gun, bro, that shit would have been bad.
All bad.
That was my uncle's old pistol. And I know it was some motherfucking bodies on that. That motherfucker ain't never had a serial number.
Damn.
That motherfucker ain't never. But if they would have there, God. Woo.
Shit. Life would have been a lot different from that point on.
Man, listen. I had a couple run-ins with the law. I got pulled over one time for crossing over the train tracks when the rails were down, the arms were down.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big offense.
Did you break the arms?
No, I just went around it. Because the arms are like this. So you got one, this is the one closest to you, and the other one's on the other side, but it's like they don't connect. So I just went around like that.
Ain't there other shit, like the shit that be flashing? Aren't there like full gates? So you went through while the train was coming.
They don't go all the way across because that arm would be too long. They usually just block off the 1 or 2 lanes that are facing your direction. So this one is closest to me. The other one's on the other side. They don't connect because this one's back some, so it's offset like that.
So you snaked it.
So I got snaked it like that. Man, that motherfucking cop snaked around that bitch and got me too. I was like, you just broke the law too, though.
I'm too scared to do that because what if your tires got stuck?
What? Why would your tires get stuck?
I don't know. Why? I feel like that's happened before, right? Isn't that how people get hit by trains?
I be saying, yeah. When I see people on, like, even that bus recently, when he moved up a little bit and the train just like barely missed him, unless you're stuck on the train tracks because there's a car in front of you or something like that. I ain't never seen in real life a car stall on the train tracks or the tires get stuck or just dies on the train. I'd be like, how did that happen? How did that happen? How did you get stuck on the train tracks, bro?
I don't know. Like when the train's approaching, do the tracks change at all? Do they raise up or do they electrocute? Oh.
The tires are rubber. They wouldn't even go through if it was electrocution and things like that. No, it ain't nothing like that. I always wanted that because I'd be like, you niggas just you wanted that. You wanted to die.
Yeah. Okay.
You wanted to die. That's all I could think of. But with that being
actually
said,
does make sense.
I'm Tahir more.
I'm Patrick Clout. And this is St. Louis. God damn, it just sounds like you shouldn't have anything nice at that point. Damn.
Welcome back to another episode of Damn Internet You Scary. We 27 minutes in.
That was a crazy trip down Stealing Lane. I heard the AC story, but I didn't hear the details. Like that's crazy.
Man, them
niggas
saw
you moving in
every thing from me.
That's
And I was
fucked
like, I can't stay here, bro. I feel too violated. Once your house has been broken, the car is one thing, right? Car is one thing.
Even that.
House,
Yeah.
like somebody was in this bitch. He probably farted. I don't want another nigga fart in my. I got to lit. Nah, bro, I'm out.
Yeah, I've seen too many CCTV videos. Like a lot of robbers go in the fridge and grab something to eat too, and that's ultimate violation. Who knows what else they do?
Man,
You have cameras? Do you ever have cameras on the inside of your house or just outside?
I ain't had no cameras on the inside of my house yet. I might get some though.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
If I get this new equipment and shit like that, I might get some cameras on the inside of the house. Definitely put it toward the front door just to capture anybody coming in because you ain't getting in no other way. So, but I ain't never had. Did you have cameras in your studio when you had the studio at your parents' place?
Yeah, we had cameras there, and they have cameras on the inside of their house too. But I never did over here, just on the outside. But it makes sense. It makes sense. I
wanted to get the ring, and then when I saw that Super Bowl commercial about, we help you find your pet, I was like, nigga, don't nobody give a fuck about that. Y'all niggas just want access to everybody's footage. And I was like, nah, I'll never get a Ring camera now.
Oh, you against the Ring?
I am, man. I am. I don't trust it, man. Too much surveillance, man. You niggas, it's too. Bro, the world's in a crazy place. The country's being ran by a Nazi.
Talk about it.
The country's being ran by a Nazi. He got all his means in place. And here's the thing. Honestly speaking, I know it's a lot of racist people, but I don't think it's as many racist people as we think. I don't think that it's more racist than more level-headed people. Like level-headed white people. And I think the level-headed white people and minorities of black and brown brothers and sisters, I think we're the majority. However, the whites that are racist are the ones that are in power and the ones that are making moves. However, I think it's still more of us. And I ain't calling for no January 6th. However, I do believe that everything has its breaking point. Everything and everyone has that breaking point. And I feel like we're close to some crazy shit, bro. Because Trump ain't even trying to hide his shit no more. This nigga out here, he's like, I don't give a fuck about. Motherfuckers say he ain't taking care of no daycare, no child care fees. I don't give a shit about that. Motherfucker has said, I don't give a shit about that.
He knows his people aren't gonna turn on him at this point. So he's
at
just
this
like,
point, bro, he sued the IRS.
Did
sued the FCC. Got somebody canceled off of their TV show. Like,
damn.
Bro, like, what? He appointed the people he wants to the Supreme Court. It's like beefing with every other nation, bro. Like, as an American, I'm low-key scared to go to another country because don't nobody fuck with us.
Right. I think they know that the leadership is crazy, and I feel like they feel for us. They know,
I hope
like,
they feel sorry for us because I feel sorry for people that are in North Korea. I mean, like, I feel like North Korea is like
for sure.
They always on punishment. Like, they can't really go outside. They can't, saying, on the internet is all praise to Kim Jong-un. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I hope they feel sorry for, because we don't want, especially like the black and brown community. The whites.
Yeah. I forget where it was. I heard about some country that like really messes with black people because they understand that we went through the same thing they went through. I forget which country it is, but that's like a thing. Like they know it's our leadership and not us. I'm sure there's some people that just, hate all Americans, but I saw this viral video. It was a black dude. He had like a anti-Trump hat that was red, and he was kind of cussing out Congress. And it was a really cool message because he was pretty much, I think you saw it. He basically was like saying what you said. He's like, the newer generation isn't down with y'all racism. Like they do not care. And he's just like, at some point we're all going to bury you and this ideology, because like these new people, like social media is a thing. Everybody is more accepting of each other,
and people are telling on themselves left and right. I've seen an uptick of so many accounts exposing racists. Like when somebody posts a racist comment or a racist video, and people are liking it, a comment and shit like that. There are accounts that are going to the comments and and pointing these people out and they getting fired. I mean, another great example is Buddy that went over to Hawaii and threw that fucking rock at that SEAL's head.
Oh, I saw that.
And nigga was like, fuck the fine. I'm rich. I'll pay that shit. Got socked out before he left Hawaii. Yeah. Niggas caught him, right? Put the paws on him. And now he's facing jail time. And then you got Chud the Builder, right? Thinking he's fucking invincible.
I can't believe that lasted as long as it did. I'm shocked.
Bro, like, how you got a pistol on you and then somebody press you and you call the cops?
Right.
You call the cops, but you always flashing. You walk around fucking with people, agitating them, and then you want to flash the pistol. Yeah, right? Because you want somebody to swing first so you can say self-defense. But when somebody press you and they're like, you swing first, pussy, then you want to call the cops. Right? Then you shoot somebody outside of the courthouse, and your dumb ass don't even know how to work firearms, so you fuck around and graze yourself too.
Shot himself.
And now you scared because now you finna go to jail.
Oh, it's gonna be bad.
And those pictures surface from the shit you used to do, the outfits you used to wear as a fairy.
Ooh, it's bad.
Nigga, them niggas, they already putting napkins around their neck. They finna fuck the shit out of you, baby. They got a sign-up sheet for who going first to fuck the shit out of you. And you thought them white, conservative, racist fucks were gonna be able to bail you out with your crowdfunding, and now the court, which has never been done before, is saying you can't use that for your bond money. Woo!
Oh, that's tough.
That tough. Booty hole finna be gaping.
And he didn't really understand his rights, because stand your ground doesn't count if you're antagonizing them. So I think he just was like, First Amendment rights. So he was just saying all this crazy stuff and telling them to do stuff, thinking that if they did something, he could shoot them and be good. But I don't even think the law won't even have his back on that.
Bro.
And I don't know. I mean, he might be accepted by like the Aryan nation in the prison, but
he better join first day, first hour.
I don't think he could last there either, because I've seen a couple videos where he was being pressed and he was clearly scared, but then something weird happened, like the other guy, gave up.
Listen,
and then
he got too many videos. It's too much footage of him crying in court now. Niggas like the way your face look with your cheeks wet, my nigga.
Oh shit, wet cheeks.
You cute with wet cheeks, nigga. We want to see that in person, nigga. We need that. Them niggas gonna be on that, boy. They finna be.
Oh my god!
Chub. So you finna take a chub? You finna take a chub of dicks?
I low-key think that he's gonna take over, like how we reference Boonk Gang as like a content creator you do not want to be like. I feel like he's gonna be talked about like that, because it's just
absolutely,
this cannot inspire anything.
And here's the thing: this is the petty in me. Now it's time to fuck with his family. I don't give a fuck. Y'all started shit happening. Y'all didn't try to fix it. Y'all didn't say nothing. Ain't nobody came out and was like, yo, we said this ain't what he supposed to be doing. Y'all have been silent, and silent, in my opinion is complacency. Not complacency, compliant. You okay with the shit. I ain't seen none of this coming out saying, yo, what's up with Buddy? Right?
He broke down on stream because his family doesn't mess with him anymore. So they cut him off. You're right. They didn't say anything, but they cut him off.
Hey man, good.
Someone killed his dog, which I don't agree with. But
yeah. The dog ain't got nothing to do with it. I ain't a pet person or a kid person, but I feel like they don't deserve harsh treatment. They are not in control of who their parents or their owners are. Like the kid with the dog. I was saying this with them. I was like, this dog gonna die, because y'all just take the dog to walk him. So you use the bathroom, then you bring it back in. Y'all don't never walk this dog, and he getting fat. Okay.
But the dog wasn't racist. He never said the N-word.
No, I'm talking about our dog.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm talking about our dog. The kid, they don't be taking him out walking and stuff like that. Now I could take him hiking. That ain't my dog. That
you would like it.
That ain't my dog.
Like hiking.
That ain't my dog, baby.
But outdoors, y'all probably go the same pace.
First of all, fuck you.
I'm just saying, you should take your dog.
Fuck you, man. Let me tell you something. I don't be playing when I'm on the hill. I stop inviting people you know, I started the group hiking with the homies.
Yeah.
I stopped hiking with the homies because
Hiking is,
some of the homies are coming late. If we say we're gonna start at 8 o'clock and niggas pulling up at 8:05, 8:10, I hey. Hey, you know me, I'm with the promptness. This is what we saying now. So I stopped hiking with the homies and I stopped inviting people who have been established as hikers or they're like active and stuff like that. Because I done went a couple times with people. As soon as we get to the observatory, they want to go back down. Nah, baby, we got another hour and a half of hiking. So if you make me adjust my route because you can't, I'll never go hiking with you again. Never go hiking again. I got shit to do, man. I got shit to do.
Which one of those did I do?
You was good. You went the whole time.
Okay, cool.
Oh, yeah. The day that you went, we had a lot of newcomers. My homegirl, she went the whole time, but I saw she was back there. I saw she was doing a lot of mouth breathing.
I mean, you know, it's okay to, you know, at least she was down though.
She was down. She didn't complain.
Down a little.
You could tell when the motherfucker they feeling it because people that talk a lot when they quiet when they hiking with me, I be like, I got that. My old girl might have said 15 words the whole 2 hours we was hiking. She was not with the shit. She was like,
well, some people be quiet while they're hiking. Some people, it's like a spiritual experience. Like, I think I've only hiked with a group a handful of times. A lot of times it's just like, you know, being out there.
Man, with no spiritual thing. We was doing cocaine and all types of drugs while we was hiking.
A coke hike is crazy. No wonder y'all did the route so fast. Y'all did 15 miles in 30 minutes.
Every 15 to 20 minutes, take a bump. Let's keep it going. Let's keep the pace, guys.
Coke hike is crazy. I'm sure that's happened.
Hey, you know what we should do, bro? We should do an after hours damn internet or damn life you scary and talk about some of the crazy shit we've encountered in life and situations we found ourselves in. I've been at a party where people started doing things off of me.
Off of
I
you,
don't engage, but like it's on my shoulder, neck, and stuff. And I was just like,
off your shoulder is crazy. Like,
yeah, like right,
come on, man. I can't find anything.
I look. They did it off the clavicle, they did it on the shoulder, did it on the chest, did it on thigh, bro. And I was just like, how did I? Man, I woke up regular today. I brushed my teeth. I took my lisinopril high blood pressure pill. Took a shower. I got dressed regularly. It's a lot. It's a lot going on right now. I don't know how I found myself in this situation. Yep, that's me. I bet you're wondering how I got.
It rewinds. Yeah, I think in the next 10 years, it's going to be a lot more open because like I don't go outside a lot, but every time I do, I see some stuff that's like, oh, that used to be more hidden.
I told you about when I was on that trolley and everybody poured on coke at the same time. I was like, y'all, there's no more shame anymore. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not one for bullying, anything like that, but I mean, there needs to be a little shame, a little humility amongst degenerates. And now there's not, between rap music and just lifestyle and pop culture, and too many things have been made just mainstream. And I feel like we need to go back to shaming niggas a little bit.
Have you been seeing like these humiliation rituals on like streams? It's really crazy. Like a lot of these streamers, it's IRL, so it's a complete PR nightmare. Anything that happens, it's too late. And it's like the last few, maybe 5 or 6 people that blew up have just been on a humiliation tour. And it's kind of sad to see because I don't see, it's almost like looking at Chud the Builder. You're like, what's the goal? You know that the goal isn't positive for this. Bro, it's gotta be bad.
Listen, I've had to check myself a couple times when I kind of got like, man, this video only did this much. This video only did this much. And I was like, I had to remind myself, like, what you doing it for? Are you doing it just for the numbers?
Yeah.
Do the numbers equate your satisfaction and the effort and time you put into that video? Or are you doing it because you really enjoyed it? And I had to check myself because I don't ever want to be a victim to clout.
Yeah.
I don't want success to cloud my judgment, change my integrity, change who I am as a person. I I fuck with a lot of people, but a lot of motherfuckers shit get brought to light, and like these streamers who be doing the IRL streams. You know what I'm saying? I remember Deshae. I remember with Deshae, it tried comedy and other things, and then I remember when he started streaming, and you know what I'm saying, like young boy was out there doing his thing, and he found his rhythm. And then a couple weeks ago, that video surfaced with him mushing the chick on the boat, and I'm just like, you niggas, this is what happens when you're streaming all the time and your true colors start to show. You got to be careful with that shit, bro. Because who you really are is going to eventually get out. That's the actors and entertainers from the 90s and the early 2000s didn't have to worry about this type of shit.
Right. They had a whole team controlling their narrative that the people saw.
And it wasn't on social media like that.
Right.
There wasn't something to post to live and videos all the time. Like it wasn't the thing. And now you niggas will always want the camera rolling. If the cameras are always rolling, they gonna catch who you really are. If you're an abuser, if you are an addict, if you are a dismissive and just negative person, motherfuckers want to find out.
Right.
Now you're doing an apology tour because who you really are has slipped out, and now it's on camera, and it's just like, bro,
it's too late.
It's too late.
And it's a lot of these. That's why it's such a tough time to be coming up in, because us knowing how it is and then getting into streaming is completely different, because we're aware of that. If you are coming to, like, you're basically becoming a teenager and your favorite people are Kai Cenat and DDG and stuff like that, your first taste of content is streaming. You're going right into it. You don't know the difference between like controlled branding and just you. And the messed up thing is, like, all of us are kind of like, we have flaws and stuff like that. But if you just hop into it, you don't know how to curate yourself and work on yourself. You just, make a mistake, and now everybody hates you. Cancel culture. Everybody's just waiting for, the next person to cancel, and then they move on. And you being thrown into that without understanding content is very dangerous. What up, y'all? This episode is sponsored by Factor. You ever get hungry, open the fridge, and technically there is food in there, but it still feels like a puzzle you do not have the energy to solve? Well, that is where Factor makes sense. For me, eating healthy is not always a willpower problem. It's a setup problem. If the food is already there, already prepared, and actually tastes good, I am way more likely to make a better choice. Factor solves that with fully prepared meals designed by dietitians and crafted by chefs, delivered right to your door. With Factor, you can hit your nutrition goals without all the planning, grocery runs, prep work, or cooking. The meals are ready in 2 minutes, which is perfect when you're busy, tired, or just do not feel like turning dinner into a whole project. They have meals built around different goals, whether that's weight loss, overall nutrition, more protein, or GLP-1 support. And for strength and workout recovery, they also have Factor's Muscle Pro collection. Now, when I get home from the gym, my personal favorite is the smoky barbecue chicken breast. I could probably have that every single day. I'm not even going to lie. But all of the meals are fresh, never frozen, and they have over 100 rotating weekly options. So you're not stuck eating the same thing over and over. They also have ready-to-eat salads and add-ons like green juices and peanut butter energy bites. So instead of skipping a meal or ordering something random or standing in front of the fridge pretending like you're going to cook, Factor gives you an easy setup. Head to factormeals.com/DIYS50 off and use the code DIYS50 off to get 50% off and free daily greens per box, with new subscription only while supplies last until 9/27/2026. See the website for more details, and thank you to Factor for sponsoring this podcast.
Bro, I'm glad we are almost 10 years into podcasting. We started 2017, somewhere around there. So we're almost 10 years in the shit. But also, we started probably 5 to 6 years before a lot of the people that's doing it now. And those people are younger, and they came up where clout was everything.
Yeah,
and that's all they know. But also, if you're a fucked up individual who has no reserve, and no regard to putting your hands on somebody, that's eventually going to be shown on camera. You can't. You can only hide that shit for so long.
Right.
Love Chris Brown music. Think nigga's amazingly talented. I would never hang out with this nigga because I don't think he's changed. I don't think the nigga's changed. If you beat women and you ain't never went to therapy, you ain't never went to any type of counseling, and then you have relationships after that with other public figures who have admitted that you still put your hands on you, the nigga, you are. And you can't get mad that niggas keep bringing the shit up because you keep reminding niggas with every relationship that you get in that this is who the fuck you are.
Sure.
What, nigga? Don't get mad at us. Michael Jackson had hella alleged claims against him. They ain't had nothing on camera though. And so a lot of that shit is still allegedly. But nigga, you pulled up to the fucking awards with this nigga.
What happened?
I'm talking about the whole Rihanna thing with Chris Brown when he pulled, like, you nigga. Like, come on, bro. Like, how you gonna beat that? And then you go into another relationship so you still being the same person, bro. Like, you gotta work on that anger, my boy. You gonna have to do it. Because as talented as you are, as much skill as you have, as many records that you sold, all that type of shit, people gonna remember that shit. Now, granted, everybody loves a comeback story, but everybody, like, it's a bandwagon when you are on the downfall. People like to jump on that motherfucker, and Drake is a perfect example of that.
Yeah.
How everybody loves a Drake track. Everybody loves it in the club. We singing along. You're standing on couches. You popping bottles. And the moment that he gets into a beef with somebody that is of equal caliber, it's a lot of niggas hopping ship. It's a lot of niggas hopping ship.
Did you listen to the new stuff?
Well, I mean, I'm just talking about, like, I ain't never liked Drake. Yeah, I was Kendrick all day.
Oh, you're talking about the fans. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I ain't even gonna get on the rappers because that's a whole different thing. This nigga that made niggas careers. Like, I ain't gonna say that the Migos would have never been popping if he hadn't popped on.
Drake definitely helped.
But it definitely helped.
Drake
it definitely bumped you to the front of the line when you get that fire ass burst from Drake. It's like, and I'm not saying niggas could be complicit with their feelings toward him, but if you ain't never said nothing, and now you see this opportunity to say something and try to get a little buzz off of that, you are a clout chaser. You're a clout chaser, and that's why I was like, it's a hell of a drug, man. It's a hell of a fucking drug. Because,
I mean, I think we grew up with clout too. You know, like it was hard to obtain. I think this is what happened. I think when we grew up, the people with clout were actors, rappers, and stuff like that. And it seemed very far removed. You know, it seemed like it took a lot to get there. And now because of social media, there's people that, you know, have a couple popular videos and then are caught on camera walking up to pizza stores like, you closed? You don't know who I am? I'm famous. You know, like people that
chick.
Exactly. So it's like, there are people that think that they got to, you know, an actual famous person's level because of social media. Whereas when we were growing up, like we didn't think that. We didn't think it was easy to get there. So it was a clear separation.
When we were in that age group, you know, early 20s, teenager years, mid 20s, clout for us was either you known for throwing dope events, you known for having hands. You know,
that is good clout. Yeah, that never
throwing dope events, having hands, having bitches, or you know for having money. That's it. That's our clout. Now, because everything is recorded and posted and shit like that, the clout that they get is directly attached to their lifestyle. And if they aren't mentioned in the names, in a group of names of people that are, you know, the highest on the clout mountain, then they feel inadequate. That means that there's something wrong on the inside of you. Your parents ain't hug you enough, or you ain't have enough friends around you supporting you, or something like that. If you have to get all your validation from likes and comments,
yeah, that's tough. It's like that. I mean, like think of like the Hollywood rooms that you are in. It's almost like the most popular people talk the most. It's almost like they get to talk the most. The people who feel like they're less popular are more timid. They're more less likely to interact, and it's really strange. I saw that in a streamer university, especially when the smaller streamers would come forward and talk. It's like it's literally like there's no, it's like Black Mirror. There's like a number above your head with how popular you are, and that for
Yeah,
some reason translates to like you as a person. So the people who are popular, they ignore people, they only talk to each other, blah 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 blah. It's literally like high school, but on
yeah.
a global scale. You're not worried about your popularity in just this school. It's like, how famous are you
Mhm.
before I talk to you? And it's
Yeah.
weird. That was only in Hollywood rooms, but now it's kind of everywhere. It's
And
really
it's
interesting.
scary, bro. Did you see that video when it was like a party and it was all influencers there, and instead of like partying and dancing and have a good time, everybody's streaming.
It's usually stuff like that. Those are the worst. Oh my
And it's
god.
like, bro, like this is a party. We had an open bar, and you niggas is just like, why you here?
I've been to some
Like,
cons like that. It's awful.
I was mad at myself because I didn't take more pictures doing Netflix as a joke. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like I'm linking up with all my country cousins. These are people that I'm usually seeing in passing in the airports because we both heading to gigs, or they pulled up to my gig, I pulled up to their gig after we performed or whatever the fuck, and we seen each other for 5-10 minutes. Doing Netflix is a joke. I didn't take a lot of pictures because I was really just living in the moment. I'm having
Mhm.
real conversations with people. We're sharing notes, we're networking. Yo, how did you get into this club? How'd you get into that club? We're sharing information like that. So everything isn't a fucking moment in the sense of like, yo, let's pull the camera out, let's make this video. Nigga, let's take a moment and be appreciative of the fact that we here. 2 years ago, Netflix wasn't checking for me. 2 years ago, I didn't know who to hit up to get inside of a party, get inside of a show, to get inside of the after party, the after hour, anything. 2 years later, I'm here. I'm finna absorb this moment. I'm finna be present. I'm finna be thankful. I'm finna put my phone down and have a genuine conversation and connection with somebody because this is the shit I wanted 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago. I'm
Mhm.
finna be present. And then when I thought about that, I was like, it's cool. I see
Yeah.
them again, make another picture and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like I was really the real thing I wanted to do was get a couple pictures off because the fits were donated to me by this brand, and I wanted to make sure that they saw I was wearing the shit. But I got
Yeah.
pictures on page. It's all
Mhm.
good. They'll see what
Oh
I'm doing.
yeah.
You know what I
That's
mean?
even
Like
better.
it for me is like I was talking to one of my homeboys, and he felt like the shows that he got were kind of like they were like, here, nigga, take these shows, right? For Netflix's joke. And I was like, bro, remember 3 years ago when we didn't have no shows on Netflix? Remember 2 years ago when we was like, yo, niggas keep looking over us? Remember a year ago? It's like, yo, what the fuck I gotta do to get on their radar? And now we here. Nigga,
Mhm.
take the motherfucking shows and be proud and do your fucking best. Because next year you might be headlining the show. Either one of us
Right.
can be headlining the show. So it's just I mean, and every generation has something that the previous generation kind of shuns them for or shakes their finger at them. But I just hope that they realize that life is more than likes, comments, subscribers, and all of that type of shit. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, the money that you get from that shit is great. But if you're a fucked up person on the inside, or you don't have any integrity, or your values are based on other people's opinions and subjections of you, that's gonna be a hard fucking life.
I mean, it's kind of like what we signed up for. I think that I don't know. I feel like every creator at some point falls into what you were talking about, like
Mhm.
like basically confusing views with maybe how good the product is.
Yeah,
And views is always up and down. And then
yeah.
if you align yourself with the views too much, then it's just like you that's when you get in your head so much. But
Mhm.
it's I don't know. I feel like it's natural. I don't think there's just some people that it bothers and some people that are just bulletproof. I think that kind of we switch over every now and then and kind of like fall into those traps. But I think it's just what we do. We our content, our brand, and our livelihood. It kind of depends on how much people tune in, how much people like. So I could see how
Absolutely.
people can get clouded with that for a little bit. I'm guilty of that every now and then too. But we just have to check ourselves. Like you
Yeah,
said.
absolutely. Check yourselves and also like remember what you're doing it for and who you're doing it for. I feel like that when you're trying to play a persona, and I've been guilty of this in comedy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was very hard for me early on to take myself to the stage. I felt like when I got on stage, I had to transform into the comedian. And it's like, nigga, I'm funny naturally. Why am I transforming? I would want people to like me for my real thoughts, my real beliefs, my real motives, and the way I move, the way I think, than person and persona that I created to get people like. Because the moment, and again, I got to go back to Drake, bro. Like, the way motherfuckers switched up on Drake should let every streamer, gamer, rapper, actor, entertainer know that the public is fickle. The fans, the supporters, they're fickle. And and overnight, their opinions and their support can change. But if you being true to you the entire time or most of the time, then fuck it. The people that fuck with you gonna still ride with you, or they're gonna find you.
Yeah.
But if you're doing it just for the love and to have as many followers or more followers than the next person, if you're built up on compliments, then the moment that those stop coming, you're gonna lose faith in yourself.
Yeah, for sure.
Because what can you do? What can you do?
Right.
And we didn't get into none of the goddamn topics.
It feel like that sometimes.
I'm gonna have to film all the goddamn the ads after the fact. But you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just need these real conversations, man. Like, like we got so much shit with motherfuckers trying to tell people how to act in relationships and all that. Man, listen, man, you're gonna be who the fuck they're gonna be. Just try to be a good person. Read some books. Travel a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, and see other people outside of your family and the way they operate. Because a lot of times we're siloed with how we should operate, how we should move, and stuff like that. Sometimes it's good to get away from the people and just see how other people move, because you might find out that you're more relatable to people that do things completely different from your family, your friends, and you like the way they do that. You like the way, you know what I'm saying? We grew up in an era where we were told don't do that, and you don't do it because you were told to. I mean, that can go for a lot of different things in your life. But then you go out of the country and you see how people communicate and they talk and they converse differently, and they encourage you to take risks and they encourage you to follow your heart and stuff like that. You know, when I was a kid, my mom told me to tell people that I was going to be a doctor when they asked me what I was going to be, because she wanted me to have a good job that would pay well and support a family and a nice lifestyle. I never wanted to be a fucking doctor. But until I was like 10, 11 years old, I'm telling people I was going to be a doctor. I was just regurgitating what she was saying. And she didn't get into the arts. You know what I mean? Like, and my mom was a poet. She was a painter. She was very artistic. But she knew that, like, it ain't a lot of money in that initially.
So, yeah, it was like almost like deflecting a little.
Yeah, like she didn't want me to have to struggle like that, because it's like, you know, I want the best for my son. He's intelligent. He's gifted. Like, go into something that's going to make money. You know, get you a nice trade, or, you know, become a doctor. But like, who was that? Who pictures didn't make any money until after they died? Was it
Van Gogh?
Van Gogh? They wasn't selling shit until he died.
Right.
That don't take away from his impact that it had on the world.
Right. I think about that a lot.
Posthumously. But he still affected the world in a major way. But you got to remember what you're doing it for. You're doing it for the money, the love, or you're doing it to add to the craft and the art.
Yeah. So, yeah. And if you're doing it for that way, if you're doing it for the craft and the love of it, then there's no reason to stop. You know, my favorite interview from Seth Rogen, he was just like, some people just keep going and then they make it when they make it. You know, the only way you would not make it is if you stop. That's the only way that it's guaranteed. But sometimes it just happens longer, you know, in a longer period of time for some people. But if the goal is to just do it because you love it, then there's nothing. You did everything that you can do, you know.
That is. Well, listen, man, we got to get up out of here, man. Fucking great conversation, bro. Thank y'all for watching and watch, man. It was a great time. We got some great stories for you. And next week, we may be in the new studio. We went yesterday, checked out the studio. We sat down, had a meeting for some new shows as well. And we're talking about some live shows. So if you're in LA, you're going to benefit from this first, because we're going to do a couple of shows locally. And then we might go down to San Diego, Sacramento, couple places like that are close by that we can either fly to real quick or drive to just to test out this new format for the live show. So hope you guys are ready for that.
Follow the Patreon.
Would you say what?
And follow the Patreon because we got a bunch of new games coming.
Because the Patreon gonna get some shit. Y'all gonna get flooded, Patreon. I hope y'all ready. We had a very productive meeting. But as always, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Tahir Moore.
I'm Patrick Clout.
And we'll see you next week on another episode of Damn Internet, You Scary.
Later, y'all.
Damn internet, you scary. Whole world watching, yeah, everybody staring. Tap in.